Reading from the book of Bro this morning. Praise be to Bro. If a bro gets a dog, it must be at least knee height when fully grown.
That sounds about right.
And so it shall be according to the book of Bro.
You know, we're already considering what our next dogs are going to be because our dogs are so big and powerful. I may want something a little bit less strong than myself for our next dog. So I don't know. We may go with like a Labradoodle or a small golden, or who knows.
Well, yeah, dogs. I'm not sure. When the dogs that we have now pass, Teresa says she would like to get something small, and believe me, if it's below knee height, it ain't coming home.
It almost doesn't seem like a dog.
It always you'll fall in love with it, and it'll fall in love with you, and you'll be that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I like a dog. You know, right now I feel like anybody wants to break into my house, come on in.
Right.
Give it your best shot.
Exactly.
Because my dogs are not friendly. Buster especially. Brandy she's just skittish. But she's skittish to the point, nothing's worse than a nervous dog. So, yeah, but Buster is just pure mean. He just doesn't like people. So he's a lot like you in that regard, I think.
Yeah, but he and I don't get along.
No,
that's what I don't understand.
Yeah, you'd think you guys would be seeing eye to eye, but
yeah. You know, every dog. No, that's not true. That's a generalization I can't make. Most all animals immediately take a liking to me,
yeah.
And dogs that are just not usually very friendly are putting their head in my lap. And so I'm kind of accustomed to that. I'm not saying I'm a dog whisperer, but, I just kind of have this special thing with little kids and dogs. And by the way, speaking of dogs, my cat could be making an appearance, Ronnie. I was telling you earlier, her people and my people have evidently came to terms. And so she's out here this morning, and I don't know, last time she showed her ass.
Which was pretty special.
Yes, it was. Yeah. And somebody called. No, I'm not going to say that. No, that's a term I don't even want to use. Anyway, glad you're here this morning.
Hey, guess who's first in the chat today?
Who?
Melanie. Yeah. Followed closely by Rick.
Oh, good job, Rick. Mel, I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it if you stuck to it. And
Ronnie,
you know what she gets. Tell her what she's won, Ronnie.
We have a beautiful Circa lighting drinking glass.
Oh, that's really nice. It's elegant.
Yeah.
Yes.
All she has to do is pay $19.95 for shipping, and the glass is totally free.
Well, that it kind of offsets it because don't forget she's also won 4 days in Reading.
That's true.
No nights.
You can't put a price on that.
No, you can't.
No.
And it's round trip.
It seems like anybody would just want a one-way ticket if they got to Reading. You wouldn't want to leave, would you?
No.
It's especially if you love it when it's 120 degrees.
It's always hotter than Sacramento, and Sacramento is hot as hell.
Oh, we have a dog vendor up there that the county buys some of our EOD dogs from.
Uh-huh.
And they did training up there. They had to do their training at midnight when it was only 90 degrees.
Right.
Because it was too hot to do training during the day. The dogs are unconscious in about 15 minutes of hard work.
Exactly,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so they did their training between midnight and like 4 a.m. So, no, Reading is off the hook.
Yeah, it's funny. Today the high in Sacramento will be 94 and 121 in Reading.
In the shade.
Have a nice trip, Mel. Oh, that's right. She's also won our undying love and affection. Back to you, Ron.
We got plenty of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning to everyone, to each and every one of you, except the Sacramento Kings. I'm telling you what. They are horrible again. They got off to a beautiful start, and now...
Well, you know what? And they split games with Denver. So Denver was in the finals last year. So if you can keep up with Denver, I had really high hopes.
Yeah.
But then they got smoked. I think they played Portland last night.
Exactly.
Lost by over 20 points.
Yeah.
I
watched
don't know. We've definitely gotten better. That the rookie Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton.
He is incredible. He might be. I thought Fox was a great first-round pick. I think Halliburton might be better.
Good morning to everyone, to each and every one of you, except the president.
Well, president or president-elect?
President.
The present president.
You know what? Let's not bring the show down so early this morning. Let's just leave it at that. Did you have anyone you wanted to say good morning to? Except no.
Yeah, I can't. No, I don't.
Okay.
I just saw Christine Kenzie popped in. Good morning, Christine. I'll say good morning, Christine.
To everyone, including Christine. Okay.
Including Christine.
All right, I got to get on here because I'm not seeing the live chat yet. And you know how that works on my phone. Okay. I'm sorry, Ronnie.
Okay, no problem.
Did you want, there was something?
No, I'm trying to look at the live chat and keep up. Hoolie's here. Salty
How
Dog
are you, Hooli?
Anytime Salty Dog's here, it's going to be a good show.
You know it will be.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie, did you see the tribute to Alex Trebek?
I did. It was not what I expected, but it was still really good. Really, really good. Showed him pretty much from the very beginning up until probably the last, month or so of his life, or during the show at least.
The song that they chose as the background really just reached in, went past my heart, and right to my soul and grabbed it.
Yeah, they nailed it. That song nailed it.
It's called it's from the Boys of Oz, a musical, and it's Hugh Jackman. What is it called? I can't remember. Well, anyway, incredible song. Look up Tribute to Alex Trebek here on YouTube after our show, of course.
Right. Yeah. First things first.
Yeah. Let's take care of
it. And it was nice. And you know what? He was a little bit
once before I go. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Once before I go. That's right. Yeah. And I almost thought Alex, because I've been watching Jeopardy decades, and he seemed a little bit too know-it-all for me early on.
Oh yeah, right.
But holy cow, in the past 2 years, and certainly since his diagnosis with cancer, he became so much more like normal. He was still, and in fact, I thought his show was very light, very lighthearted, at least the last probably 6 months of the show, to where he was just a kind of a normal guy. So I enjoyed it.
Huh. Well, I'm struggling trying to find the live chat, so I wanted to tell you that I was looking at some statistics.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to verify how this happened. But it turns out that we're being viewed in Sweden by more people than in the United States. It's the first time anything like that has ever happened.
We're the David Hasselhoff of YouTube. We're in Sweden, not Germany or wherever.
Good
France.
morning, Sweden. And so I immediately thought of the Muppets and the chef.
Yes, the
Yachts and
Swedish
dukes
chef.
and Gurf and Eaton Dotten.
Well, you know what? I already have kind of the look of the Swedish chef, so I don't think he has a mouth, though, does he? I can't even remember.
Oh, I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah, it's one of those Muppets that doesn't have a mouth. Oh, Sekar is here.
Oh, good.
Kathy Garcia is here. Hoolie's here. David Paisano is here. Okay, now seems like everybody's here. We can move forward.
Except for me. I'm not here in the chat.
Let's start the show.
Okay, I think we've stalled long enough. First thing that we want to go into this morning is the mailbag. And in our mailbag today, I can't see who. Okay. Dear Lou and Corvette Ronnie, I'm a woman currently dating a man younger than me. Dun, dun, dun.
Bravo.
Stay tuned. It gets better. He pursued me relentlessly before I agreed to go out with him. On our first date, I leaned in to kiss him, and he got a terrified look on his face and blurted out, "I'm gay."
Oh no.
A serious twist in this story now.
Ow.
I immediately left and avoided him for days. He convinced me that he was just trying to shock me and was just messing around. Okay, sure, maybe that's true. But every single time we're together, he brings up different scenarios and asks me things like, what would you do if you caught me kissing this guy or that guy? Okay. Put on the brakes. There's more.
Oh.
But I think we can put on the brakes here, Ronnie.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, you want to get out of this thing as soon as possible because he either is gay or he's completely mental and probably more mental than anything else. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good start to a relationship.
I asked him the other night why we never go to his place, and his answer was, I don't know. Maybe I'm gay.
Seems to that's his go-to, I think.
This is from Unsure.
I don't think you have to be that unsure.
I'm pretty open-minded, but this really is getting old. I believe he might be closeted and in denial. Any thoughts? Well, yeah.
You know what? Honestly, it doesn't matter. If you really like the person, then you'll find a way to make it work. But if that person is maybe a little mentally unstable, then even if you love that person, it may not be worth it might be the right time to cut bait and start looking elsewhere.
I think it's time to put that guy in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
All
Hooley
right.
says no, run. I think Hooley kind of nailed it.
All right. Let's move into our draft today, Ronnie. We're going to do our Mantasy draft this morning, and we have decided it will be the best Bill Murray movies. Now, yesterday I was talking with Jason Dent about this, and he suggested that we do 6, but I don't want to do that. It's hard to juggle that many on a live show.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, that just makes for more confusion as to who you should vote for. 3
not
is
that he doesn't have probably 30 movies out there.
I know we could probably both do 10.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So today it's going to be Best Bill Murray Movies. Ronnie, would you please, for people that are new to our show today, good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Men Are So Smart. If you'd like to comment or just chime in, our live chat is available to you. And Ronnie, please explain what a snake draft is while I look for our YouTube show so I can get on the live chat. Thank you.
Okay, so this draft, if you're familiar with fantasy football, is very similar to a fantasy football draft in that if you have 10 players, the person who gets the first pick in the first round doesn't pick again until the first, so it goes through all 10 people, and then that 10th person picks first in the second round, and it works backwards. So it's called a snake draft. It weaves back and forth. So whoever gets the first pick today in this draft will pick 2 picks in the second round, and then 1 pick in not really 2 picks, but I'll have back-to-back picks in the second round.
You should be very clear on this. That's a good explanation.
It seems easy, but yeah, in trying to explain it, it's tough if somebody doesn't know exactly. Well, let's put it this way. Let's say that I get the first draft pick. Yeah. I pick first.
Okay.
Then Lou picks 2.
I pick second in the first round and first in the second round.
Right. And then I pick first in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
Or last in the second round,
right,
and first in the third round.
Right.
There you go.
And that's how we're going to do it. And to determine who goes first, or they can pass it and go second and get 2 picks. That's always an option. But that person who wins the rock, paper, scissors is the person that makes that decision. So now, without further ado, Ronnie, are you ready to Rochambeau?
Yeah. Now, okay. I have to go back to the video that Jason posted about Rochambeau in Japan. Did you watch that?
Oh, I did, yeah.
They take it serious. It's like they're real athletes. And they don't do 1, 2, 3. They just say rock, paper, scissors, and then they shoot. And the one girl who lost, she almost passed out. So it was very intense. But, those Japanese people, they take their TV seriously.
They really do.
Yeah. So good for them.
And as does the Hispanic community, especially in Sacramento.
Yes, they do.
They have several channels. And, man, I'll tell you what. If you like rings of fire and dogs jumping through it and people dancing on stage and hardly any clothes,
yes,
and musicians, and if you like all of that chaos and stuff like I do, you'd love to watch that Univision show. What is it? Sabado something or other? Saturday night. I can't
remember what the heck it's called.
Yeah.
You don't really even need to know the language.
No.
You can pretty much follow along just by their expressions and their gestures and everything else that goes. They have a lot of added effects, like the kind of Batman effects, the pop and pow and that type of thing. So, all right. So let me check the chat here. Anybody have any good ideas? Oh, okay. So here's what people are saying in the chat. Groundhog Day, Stripes, Ghostbusters, Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, Scrooged, Ken Blythe. That's a solid team right there.
Ronnie, I got it.
You got the team? I'm pretty sure I got the team. I'm very confident in my picks. A lot of it's going to come down to, because I think the first pick might be his best work. And so if I don't get my first pick, or if you don't pick it first, I still stand a chance, but we'll see.
Is there a chance you might defer?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, never. Well, unless you want to trade first-round draft picks, then I could possibly, but that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, Lou. Hey.
Have I told you about my cup?
Is that a new one?
It is.
So
Thanks.
what does it do with warm things?
How it do it? How'd it
How
do
do you do
that?
it?
It keep
How do it know?
the hot stuff hot and the cold stuff cold. How'd it do that?
How do it know which is which?
I don't know. But I love this cup. My son got that for me for Christmas. Okay. Oh, did you say hi to Ken Blythe? I saw him on there.
I did, yeah.
And
He has
Randy
a solid
Brazil.
team. Yeah, I didn't say hi to Randy. Hi, Randy.
Randy suggests Ghostbusters.
I sometimes take Randy for granted because he's always here. He's the biggest fan.
You know, it took him a while, honestly, to warm up to Men Are So Smart. He loved the radio show. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Randy was a huge fan of the radio show, and it's a car show, and he's a parts guy, so you
He's
can
a car
see,
guy.
yeah, and definitely a car guy. So you could see the liking there, and I kept saying, "Why don't you try it? Try it." And I understand it's not necessarily for the discerning taste.
It's an acquired taste.
And I guess he warmed up to it. Now he has no choice because the radio show is done after 13 years.
Yeah.
Very sad.
This show is kind of like mango iced tea. It's not for everyone,
right?
but it's good. I think you could get used to it.
Let's see. David Paisano says, "Have Baby Ruth will travel." We know what that movie's from.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, who else? Lou's image is whitewashed.
It is a little bit. There, that's better. Yeah, that's better right there.
And I got to hold my microphone.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice cup, Melanie says. Yeah, it is a nice cup.
Well, and then she might have been talking about her cup that I'm drinking out of.
Could be. I wonder if no.
This cup makes the water taste a little bit sweeter. So I think you're going to really enjoy it.
Is that where your wife works?
That's where my daughter works.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah,
got
this
it.
This is a San Francisco cup. It's kind of special that way.
Whitewashed, huh? Okay, let's see. That doesn't help any. Or maybe that's better.
Yeah, now you look kind of tan.
Well, thank you. I was tanning.
Toby would be disappointed.
I'm sorry, Toby. Toby is a reference to this guy who does this YouTube show about gypsies, and it's a Fen Treasure related show, and we did a parody on that show. And if you're just farting around and you have some time, look at the show called
A Hippie's Lips.
Right, A Hippie's Lips. But see, I recommend that you watch like 2 or 3 minutes of a gypsy's kiss so that you kind of get a feel for what it is that we're doing. But really, in all actuality,
we nailed the parody.
And I don't want to do a spoiler alert, but I have two. One, Ronnie is in a dress.
As I am many times.
And two, we're going to have an appearance coming up with Ronnie's granddaughter.
Yes.
And I wanted to mention, if you want to see one of the best pictures ever of Corvette Ronnie, go to our Men Are So Smart Facebook page, and it's pinned to the top, so you can't miss it. You scroll down to the first story, and you'll see a picture there. And it's the best picture I've ever seen of Ronnie. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you that the parody that we did on on their show, it's one of those rare cases where the parody is actually better than the real thing. Because people begged for more of our parody, but they very rarely begged for more of Toby and Shelley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does it say about people?
It's like maybe people have a little bit of a mean streak in them.
Maybe just too much time on their hands. Maybe that's what it is. So I can't help it because the glare is from the garage door being open.
Oh, yeah.
And in order to fix that, I got to get up and close the garage door.
It looks a little haunting. You look kind of like right now, you look like a jack-o'-lantern. So,
Really? Because that's what I was going for.
it's a little bit of orange with the white coming through your eyes. So I like it.
Christine Kenzie says, I like Toby and Shelley, but they need to bump their entertainment up more.
Yeah. More? Like, yeah. If they had any entertainment, it would be an improvement.
They had this Wednesday show where they would play the Geico commercial with the camel asking what day it is, what day
Yes.
is it, what day is it.
Yeah.
They'd play the whole commercial.
Well, maybe they're sponsored by Geico.
No.
I don't know.
Not a chance.
Hump day.
That's it.
Yep.
Hump day, yeah. All right, so we got to get to our freaking draft, Ronnie. I'm trying to move this show along quickly today.
Yeah, let's get it. All right. Ready
Let me see where we are. We're at the bottom of the hour.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot, right?
Right.
Okay. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh.
Damn it. Okay.
All right.
All right. And 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh, I thought you were going to go paper again. All right. Well, hopefully you don't take my number one pick because I really think
Caddyshack.
this is his best work by far and away.
And I took it from you.
Well, I'm just missed it. I was talking over. What did you say?
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack is solid work. Yep.
But not the one you're thinking of?
Cinderella story. Right here at Augustus.
18th hole.
Oh, he got all of that one.
Oh,
It's in the hole.
327 yards. He's got a putter.
I think he's got about a 3-iron here. And then his story about the Dalai Lama.
Oh, yeah, that's the best. So I'm caddying. No, what's he called? I'm lugging.
Yeah, I can't remember what he calls it. But yeah, it's definitely a term for being caddy. All right.
All right, so I've got caddy. That's Lou. Ronnie, I'm ready for you, bud.
I am going to go with Groundhog Day.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think Groundhog Day was he just absolutely he takes over that movie. It's good solid stuff.
Oh, for sure.
And then he has several really. I'm having a hard time picking between these next two,
Cinderella story.
but I'm gonna go with Meatballs.
Oh, I forgot all about that one.
Yeah, I love me some Meatballs because he's inspirational. Rudy the Rabbit. Yeah. So.
All right, so now we've completed round one. Lou has Caddyshack. Ronnie has Groundhog Day and Meatballs. So now it comes back to me for my next two picks.
Yeah.
Or do you want to do one?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just, trying to keep it fresh.
Because I got another solid pick.
Well, you'll get a solid pick.
Oh, I got one.
Okay, I'm going Scrooged.
Yeah, I just watched that. It's a great movie.
It truly is. And when he's visited by that, what's the name
Cab
of the
driver guy?
Yeah, what about Carol Kane?
Oh, yes.
The first ghost.
Yeah.
She just
She
beats the
slaps the
crap
hell
out of him. Yeah. And he sees it coming. All right, so now I have one more pick to complete, and I'm going to go. Let me see. Did I have one more in there or no? No. Okay, I'll go Stripes.
Oh, Stripes. That was my last pick.
Okay, Ronnie, back to you. Second round,
Okay.
last pick of the round, and the game.
Um, boy, I think I have to go with Ghostbuster. He he played a supporting role, but I really think that his character was it was him and Dan Aykroyd really that kind of ruled that movie.
I got that going for me, which is nice. Sakar sends that in. Ronnie and I do that joke at what, twice a day?
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
Anytime we mention anything good, so I
Yeah.
got that going for me.
which is nice.
Which the other one says, yes, thank you.
That's the Dalai Lama story.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So I
It's
says
like
to
the
him,
last line.
I said, hey, Dolly,
Yeah. Very fabulous with the flowing robes.
how about kicking something down? A little something.
Yeah. I'll put a little something for my effort. And you know what? That story,
Yeah.
from what I've read, is completely off the cuff.
Ad-libbed.
It's 100% ad-libbed. It was not in the script. They said that him and Chevy Chase both, that whole movie, a lot of their stuff was not on the script. It's stuff they just came up with. And they were both hilarious in the movie.
Remember when Chevy Chase is... Remember that time? Remember when Chevy Chase is playing a round of golf with the kid?
Yes.
Danny. That's his name,
Ding,
Danny.
ding, 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 ding. And he's hopping barefoot from hole to hole.
Shoot.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. What was his name? Ty something or other. I can't
Danny,
remember
wasn't it Danny?
Danny was the
kid.
caddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, Chevy
Chevy's name-
Chase's? Oh,
Ty something or other.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, we're not keeping up with the live chat this morning. We're just
I
chatting
know.
ourselves.
Yeah. I had to go to my list, so I missed a little bit of the live chat there.
David Paisano says he has to abstain because he hasn't seen many of those movies. Really? I'm sorry.
I was not aware he was in prison, because that's the only way you could miss any of those movies.
No.
You're incarcerated.
Right out in front of the prison is a rock. And under that rock
Is where he lives.
Ronnie wins, says Jason. Wow. Okay, so the votes are starting to come in. Lou has Caddyshack, Scrooged, and Stripes, the military movie. Ronnie has Groundhog Day, Meatballs, and Ghostbusters.
Meatballs is kind of an inspiration. It's kind of a Rudy kind of a story. The guy, the walk on, it's a gone from bottom of the heap to top of the heap story. Inspirational.
Hey,
And
Llama.
Groundhog.
Hey, Llama, how about a little something, for the effort? Hey, Dolly. A llama. No, hey, Llama. That's what he says.
I love how he talks with his, like, out of the side of his
Yeah.
mouth. He holds his mouth all crooked. It really adds the effect.
Hey, Llama.
I think honestly that is one of my favorite movies of all time is Caddyshack. I love that. But I think I have the better team of movies.
Kathy Garcia says, wow, I've seen all those movies. Will be hard, but have to go with Ronnie. Score
Yeah.
now, 2-1.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I think I nailed it.
We have the usual 17 people in the chat room right now. I know that's kind of sad, but the truth of the matter is there's 17 of the best people that you could
These
possibly
might be
have
the
watching.
17 most important people on earth.
To us, anyway.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
proved that. I mean, we're here every Sunday for you. Come on, we're voting here.
Yeah. Christine says they're all good movies. They are all good movies. I think those 6 that we named off are probably the top of the heap as far as Bill Murray movies. He's got some other ones that were pretty good. Rushmore. I don't know if you've ever seen Rushmore.
You know, I always wanted to because I heard it was so good, but maybe I'll watch that today.
It's a good movie. It's not Caddyshack standard, but it's a good movie.
Salty dog for Ronnie.
Thank you. Oh, Randy Brazil, thank you for the vote.
Melanie, Ronnie for the win.
Wow.
Rick votes half and half. You know what? I'll take that today, half and half. Don't usually, but I need it. Carrie Toe says, Ronnie, that's 5-1.
Wow.
Are lists so diametrically opposed that a whitewash is in order?
Well, I really think your first pick was super strong, but I think my team, Tom Brady can't win a game all by himself.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
All right, that's a bad example.
Yeah.
Because we're talking the GOAT.
Right.
Yeah.
Just when you say he can't do something,
he does it.
Don't turn around.
Yeah.
Christine Kinsey votes for Ronnie. I don't think I got that one.
Yep.
Let's see.
You know what? I don't see how you can come back from this.
No. But there's 17 people. Why are they not voting today? Is it that hard, or they just haven't seen the movies?
I think it's time for your people to storm the Capitol.
All right. Ronnie wins. Let's move right into that storming the Capitol.
Thank you.
Ronnie. Oh, there's an appearance from the baby.
There's Hazel.
She just ate.
Oh, she just ate, so she might spit something up.
Look over here.
Oh, look, she's smiling. She's smiling.
She's looking at Granny.
Is that your grandma? Did you see your grandpa? Hi, sweetheart.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
Yep. Hi, honey.
There's a little Hazel.
She's smiling.
Oh, she can smile.
She's smiling. Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah.
God, what a beautiful baby.
Yep. We are blessed.
Man, it's so hard to remember when they're that small.
Oh, I know. Yeah. And you really have to take advantage of it because she grows and does, incredible things every day. So, oh, yep.
You spit it. You had to do a spit.
I was ready for it.
Hi.
Sakar says Ronnie didn't even need the cute factor to win.
I didn't even play that card.
Mm-mm.
I could have.
Something's going on our live chat about the Fen treasure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Christine.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Christine Kinsey is kind of in the middle of it. I'd like to know what that is that's going on. Somebody tell me, all right, please? In one chat. Quick cleanup.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Christine is actually involved in another. She's just a treasure hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very interested in all the different treasures, unsolved treasures that are out there. And she sent me some emails about some of the different ones that she's researching. So,
all right.
I think once you get that in your blood, it's hard to, once the Fen treasure was solved, it's hard to just drop it cold turkey. You just can't drop treasure hunting like that. You got to keep going on.
All right, we're going to move into lifestyles. And today we have classic TV quotes that are now part of everyday vocabulary.
Oh.
And these some of them go way back. Back. All right, for instance, our first one. Here's Johnny.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I thought that was a Jack Nicholson movie.
No, The Shining. That's where, yeah.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, that was a scary movie. Next up, A 3-hour tour. You just used that the other day.
Yes, and that was such a classic show. I love me some Don Wells for sure.
Randy Brazil says duct tape her to keep her from growing, Ron. I tried it. It don't work.
It doesn't work.
No. They don't make a duct tape strong enough for my grandson. They just don't. Gorilla tape won't hold him. You can only hope to contain him.
Right.
All right, next up, how about that's all, folks?
Oh yeah.
Porky Pig.
How about To the Moon, Alice?
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
That goes way back.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, Regis, we miss you.
Is that your final answer? Remember how big that show was when it came out? Man,
It was
everybody.
huge. And I watched the hell out of it. I was a big fan.
Yeah, and when that music and the lights would come up when somebody would get a wrong answer,
That was intense.
I was like, you're out of here.
That was intense. And you know what? There is a parody of that show on YouTube, and it's absolutely hilarious. I think it might be done by C Street Studios or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's probably the funniest parody on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire ever. So you might want to look that up after our show's over.
After our show.
Yeah.
The tribe has spoken, Ron.
Oh.
When Survivor first came on, man.
So I was only a fan when it first came on. It's gotten a little bit dated for me. I don't watch anymore. But you know what? I think Melanie might have hit on one of the ones that I still use to this day constantly. It's from Seinfeld. Yada, yada, yada.
Melanie suggests that one too, yeah. Yeah.
That's a good way to say and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah, but the improper way to do it, which is the funniest way, is something like where you go, okay, so this girl and I, we're we're out on a date, and she whispers to me, let's go to your place. We get back to my house. We go into my room. She undresses and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Really? You yada, yada, yada that?
That's a perfect example of
Talk
it.
about hiding the headline, burying the headline. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is Corvette Ronnie, come on down.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're the next guest on the new Price is Right.
Yeah, have you seen Drew Carey lately? He looks like Santa.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's out of control.
Yeah. He is definitely out of control.
Randy Brazil says, where's the beef?
Oh, yeah.
David Paisano says, show me the money.
That's a movie one. Now, you know what? One of my favorites, and this again goes back to the 60s. You got some splaining to do, Rusey.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a great show, too.
Same bat time, same bat station.
Oh, yeah, I love me some Batman.
I did too. You know, I mean, that character has changed so much from what we knew it to be. Although, you know, I have to say, I never really was a follower of comics. I mean, I wasn't buying comic books.
I probably owned a couple dozen in my lifetime. But it show was so campy that you just had to love it. I think it was made campy on purpose.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is Adam West made an appearance on Big Bang Theory because they had him over for Sheldon's birthday. He was like a guest host for Sheldon's birthday party.
I remember that episode.
And Adam West, I don't know if he ever leaves character. He was still Batman.
He's my Batman.
He was so perfect. I really do. I think Adam West was just the perfect pick for Batman in that day. He's a national treasure.
Sakar says watched about 10 minutes of the Joker, and that was a piling steam of crap. Had to turn it off. Wow, I've been thinking about watching that, but I think it's like $4.99 or $9.99 or something, and
Oh
I
boy.
just didn't know if it was that good. Christine
It-
Christine Kenzie says nice hairdo, Lou. This is COVID right here. Okay.
Mine's bedhead this morning. I didn't do anything with my hair, but nobody would really notice.
Well, I
because
think Hazel has more hair than you.
she's working on it.
All right, let's see. To infinity and beyond.
Oh, that's a good one.
I saw another one back here. Let's see. Think I need a bigger boat.
Oh,
That's from
yeah.
Jaws.
Dang. They weren't wrong either.
No, that's for sure. Oh, that's kind of corny. That's stupid. There's yada, yada.
Infinity and Beyond, Tim Allen has a show. I think it might have just run its course, but it's
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. Yeah. And occasionally he will blurt out something that Buzz Lightyear would say.
Oh, yeah.
And he has said to infinity and beyond.
Right.
And he also makes reference to his old show, Tool Time, or whatever that was called.
Right. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but what they're going to do is they're going to merge on one of the final episodes of Last Man Standing. They're going to merge a Tim Allen's home improvement character with his character from Last Man Standing, and they're going to both be in scenes together.
Yeah, I just saw that last week.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
They shook hands, but you could tell that the Tool Time Tim is a different body, but they've just they photoshopped his head on there.
Oh, really?
Is what it looks like to me, because they're actually physically shaking hands.
Oh,
at least in that shot. In some of the other stuff, it might be filmed separately.
If that happens.
And he's wearing a Binford shirt, which is really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Lou, nice hairdo, thank you. Wondering what's in the mug. Trust me, it could be anything. Melanie Dodson says Adam West was the perfect Batman. I've seen the new Batman movies, and they portray him in so many different ways.
Right.
And we've had, George Clooney was Batman. I never saw that. Although he's got that rugged jawline, he's not my Batman. And who else has played Batman?
Val Kilmer was Batman. I don't know. Christian Bale, Batman. You know what? They're all on their own. They all stand up fine. The movie works for me. I really enjoy Batman movies. But like you said, they can't really settle on one. He's either very dark or he's just quiet and subdued, or he's different kind of. And I think part of that is choosing a different Batman for all these different movies.
Well, it depends on the director.
Right. That the director also. That depends which direction they're going to take it. So, like I said, on their own, I think all those Batman movies are fine. But you can't beat Adam West. Too bad Adam West wouldn't fit. And Adam West made a reference in Big Bang Theory. He said that the costume for the new Batman, the muscles are built in. And in the old Batman, that was all me, baby.
Yeah. That was funny. All right, let's see. Michael Keaton, that's who we're forgetting. How is Michael Keaton ever a Batman? He doesn't have the physique for that.
I think he was the first movie Batman. And I thought he did a pretty good job. He was the Batman like I would envision the Batman. He was, more kind of focusing on his richness, and that he was not dark. Didn't seem dark at all. Some of these latest Batmans seem like they're very disturbed.
I don't know.
So,
yeah, I'm not sure if I buy into that whole chain of Batman's, all of them with different ones. I don't know. Okay, let's see. What did I just see that I wanted to bring up?
I don't know. Speaking of superhero movies, I think they're coming out with a new Superman also, in a different Superman. And I liked the last Superman. I thought he was pretty. I don't know what the actor's name is. I thought he did a pretty good job, but be hard to beat Christopher Reeves.
All right, we're going to move into our next category this morning, which is science. Did I get some on you?
A little bit.
I'm
might have
sorry.
got some.
All right. These are science-backed ways for men to attract, can appear more attractive to women.
I don't know that I want to get any more attractive to women than I already am.
Well, that was my concern when I saw this story, Ron. I thought Ron.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Right now, 18 people are thinking the same thing.
Really, Ron? Are they?
Even Jason, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm wondering about you guys. All right, let's see. Kathy Garcia says, I enjoy the 1989 movie Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jack Nicholson also made that movie what it was. There have been some epic bad guys. Jack Nicholson, I think, really, and Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Wow, he was good. He is the Penguin, literally. So
let's see. In our Batman, it was Cesar Romero was the Joker.
Yep.
Who's the Penguin? No.
Burgess Meredith.
Yeah.
Burgess Meredith was Penguin.
Yeah.
And and I cannot think of this actor's name, but he was the Riddler. Remember the Riddler?
Frank Gore?
Gorshin.
Frank Gorshin.
Yeah, Frank Gorshin. Whereas we had in the movies, we had Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey, he's bizarre, but I thought he did a pretty good job as the Riddler in the Batman movie.
Yeah.
So,
that's right. It was the Riddler. I kept thinking Joker. No, Cesar Romero was the Joker.
Melanie, you're not wrong. I'm just going to reference the chat here real quick. Thank you.
I was hoping it was going to go by without you seeing it. Melanie says, Ronnie, you couldn't get more attractive. All right. So trust to science is what David Paisano says. So trying to make yourself more attractive to women. Look for the universal signals of flirtation. Rutgers University anthropologist and best-selling author Helen Fisher says that women around the world signal interest with a remarkably similar sequence of expressions. First,
I might be very tuned into those.
I know you will be. I'm sure you probably could have written this article. First, the woman smiles at her admirer and lifts her eyebrows in a swift, jerky motion as she opens her eyes wide to gaze at him. You got it. You nailed it, Ronnie. Nailed it. Then she drops her eyelids, tilts her head down and to the side. I'm watching you out of the corner of my eye. And looks away. Frequently, she also covers her face with her hands. That's much better. Giggling nervously as she retreats behind her palms. You're going to scare the baby.
Peekaboo.
Please continue.
I don't think I can. Okay, so look for someone in your league.
Ooh.
Okay. Men and women are attracted to people who are as attractive as they are. In a study from 2011, researchers at the University of California at Berkeley, boy, talk about a liberal school, looked at the behavior. I had an offer for a scholarship to go there, and I went, yeah, no, not
so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
At the behavior of 60 heterosexual male and 60 heterosexual female users on online dating sites. While the majority of users were inclined to reach out to highly attractive people, they were most likely to get a response if that person was about as attractive as they were. If you go for someone roughly equal to you in attractiveness, it avoids two things. If they are much better looking than you, you are worried about them going off and having affairs. You know, that's a little bit different issue because that's insecurity right there.
Yeah.
If they are much less attractive, you're worried that you could do better. I remember growing up as a kid, that's the way I always felt about my girlfriends.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? If you're Tom Brady and your wife is Giselle, what do?
Retire and stay home a lot?
Yeah. I don't think either one of them could do any better.
Winning.
Yeah.
Set some records there.
Exactly.
Before you're too old.
He could be the greatest of all time at something else also. We're not sure.
Ron is going to struggle with the hair twirl.
I did it. I'm making little tiny dreadlocks right now out of my hair.
Oh, Kathy Garcia, she left us this morning. Not that any online pics are doctored or dated. Let's see. Okay, next up, present yourself as high status. A 2010 survey from the University of Wales Institute found that men pictured with a silver Bentley Continental GT were perceived as way more attractive than those pictures with a red Ford Fiesta ST. Talk about opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, couldn't they pick something in the middle like a Kia or something?
A Sonata.
A Sonata. Yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah.
Men pictured in a luxury apartment were rated more attractive than those in a control group. Interestingly, men don't seem to be more attractive to women when they're pictured in a high status context. I don't know if that's true.
Wow.
I'm always attracted to newscaster anchors.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if you ever knew her because you were kind of in the industry back in the day, but Beth Ruyak, did you know her?
Mm-hmm. I did some promotions with her.
She was my favorite back in the day. She was great.
Yeah.
And she still does some stuff on, I think, public TV or something. I've run across something she's done. I'm not sure if she's in the biz anymore anyway, but.
Okay, you want to be perceived as more attractive to women, grow a light beard.
Oh, has that been working for you?
Are you kidding me? Nothing works for me. I sound like Rodney there. Are you kidding? Nothing works for me, you know? I'll tell you, I have no respect.
What I heard Rodney.
I'll tell you, sex. I've had it up to here. But not lately, though. I'll tell you that. In a study from the University of South Wales, researchers had 177 heterosexual men and 351 heterosexual women look at images of 10 men in one of four conditions: clean-shaven, light stubble, heavy stubble, or full beard. Participants rated the men pictured on several traits, including attractiveness. Women said the most attractive beard length was heavy stubble. I don't understand that. That has got to be like kissing an SOS pad.
Yeah, you know what? I think several, it just seems like women are much more tactile than men, and that touch to them is way more important. I mean, if I picked up a piece of sandpaper, no big deal, but I feel like women are a little bit more sensitive to touch than men are. And so, I mean, maybe the look, they might like the look of it, but, you know, and that's going back to the, who was that on Miami Vice? Was it
Don Johnson?
Yeah, Don Johnson had that look.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Women said the most attractive beard length was heavy stubble. Facial hair correlates not only with maturity and masculinity, but also with dominance and aggression. An intermediate level of beardedness is most attractive. Don't understand.
Well, I know it kind of looks like I've got my Paul Tuttle starter pack going on here. I need my mustache to come a little bit further out and down.
You going for the Hulk Hogan look?
It's kind of a Hulk Hogan, but I don't know if you're familiar with Paul Tuttle. He's the guy from American Choppers, I think.
No.
Orange County Choppers, or whatever that show used to be. Yeah, that's the look. And I don't work again for like another week, so I have a little time to work on this. But
Ken Blythe says heavy stubble is great. If it's not gray, salt, and pepper, wife says I look homeless. That's me. That's me when I grow a beard.
Well, you know what? The homeless look, there's a lot to be said about that.
And it comes in black and SOS pad about right through here on both sides and down here. And it comes in white here.
Yeah. I've got like a red streak right about here that comes in just a slightly different color. It's like a dark red.
Really?
Yes. So
you should let that go for a week and let us see that.
Yeah, probably not.
Melanie says there's a fine line between Don Johnson and transient. We should have her on the program.
The line is kind of blurred there, I think. I saw a homeless guy yesterday who I thought was Don Johnson.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was. He was fixing a bicycle near a bus stop.
Oh, yeah, he owns Don's bikes.
I don't think he owns it.
Who knew?
But he was right there.
Huh. Katie says heavy stubble is soft, but seems cleaner than a Santa beard. Yeah, I think you're right.
Less likelihood of getting food stuck in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're all caught up there. Build muscle if you want to be perceived as more attractive to women. Build muscle, but not too much. 286 women looked at pictures of shirtless men and indicated which ones seemed like they would make the best long and short-term partners. Results showed that women were more likely to want short-term relationships with the guys who had big muscles. The evolutionary signal that might be at work here? Characteristics like muscularity are cues of genes that increase offspring viability or reproductive success. So if you want to catch a woman's eye and hold her attention, you may be better off not going overboard.
You want them to look hunter-gatherer, but not, crazy muscle-bound.
Be kind. One of the best documented findings in psychology is the halo effect. A bias where you unconsciously take one aspect of somebody as a proxy for their overall character. So one thing you see, and then what are you doing?
Oh, my halo fell off.
Oh, you got a halo.
Yeah.
We can't see it. It's invisible.
It's broken.
It's why we think beautiful people are good at their jobs, even when they aren't necessarily. The halo effect works in other ways, too. In a Chinese study, more than 100 young people looked at images of men and women's faces and rated them on attractiveness. Each face pictured was paired with a word Results show that the people described with positive traits were rated more attractive. Even though beauty is an assessment of fitness value, there is no reason why an assessment of fitness needs to be purely physical. The making that acting kind can make you appear more attractive. Kind.
It goes a long way.
Kind of a
You know what?
subjective word, really.
It also works the other way because men tend to try, I believe, most men would choose someone who's kind as a partner as opposed to someone who is mean-spirited.
Unless they're into that.
True, which, you know what, some men, because depending on your attractiveness level, you can get away with a little bit more of it maybe. But regardless, over the years, that's going to wear thin. That's going to wear very thin on you. Somebody who's constantly a little bit too bitchy, if you will.
Our survey today says that wearing red will make you more attractive to women. A study found that women are most attracted to men wearing red. In one experiment from the study, 55 female undergrads looked at a color photo of a man in either red or green and then rated the man's attractiveness. Sure enough, how'd they do that? The man was rated significantly more attractive when he was wearing a red shirt. The results were similar when researchers compared the red shirt to other colored shirts as well. Interesting, participants generally weren't aware that the man's clothing color was influencing their perceptions of his attractiveness. So you are, even though you don't know you are. You know.
You know what? I always try to cover all my bases. So from here on out, I will wear nothing but red on this show. That's my pledge to you.
Can you really do that?
I own 2 red shirts.
I see you going 2 weeks and that's it.
Actually, I do own quite a few red shirts, but a lot of them are 49ers, which I'm kind of...
Oh, yeah, you're boycotting.
I'm not wearing my football gear this year. So,
all right, let's do this last today. Make your partner laugh. We'll end on this one. Multiple studies indicate that women are more attracted to men who can make them laugh. Interestingly, men generally aren't more attracted to women who can make them laugh. I don't find that true.
no.
In a 2006 study published in a journal, researchers asked undergraduate students who didn't indicate their sexual orientation to say how much they valued a partner's ability to make them laugh and their own ability to make their partner laugh. Results showed that women valued both their partner's sense of humor and their own ability to make their partner laugh. Men valued only their ability to make their partner laugh. So men think it doesn't matter how funny the woman is. As long as you're funny and you can make her laugh, then it's good. But in all reality, when you're both funny, I mean, look at Melanie. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
And
that's why we could never be together.
I know. It'll never be, Ronnie. And it's sad. I mean, not, let alone the fact that you're both married.
Well, there is that.
And then there's the fact that she lives in Reading.
Notwithstanding.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Ronnie, you've got it all going on today.
As I do every day.
I think so, Ronnie. Okay. That's going to do it for us today. We hope you've had a good time. Had some laughs. Ronnie's doing product placement there. I think I'm going to have to check that off in the box down below now. All right. Check out the picture of Ronnie with the baby. It's on our Facebook page, Men Are So Smart.
Good
Do a
picture.
search. It's pinned to the top, so you'll see it, the first one. And it's just a really handsome picture of Ronnie and a beautiful picture of Hazel. Christine Kenzie says, don't forget to buy Men Are So Smart t-shirts.
Boy, truer words never spoken.
And hoodies are available as well for the colder weather.
They're a bargain.
Melanie Dodson says, like the show, give it a thumbs up. While you're at it, about half of our viewers are subscribers, the other half are not. We'd like to convert it to 100%. That'd be awesome. Subscribe to our channel. All right? We don't do this for our health.
Maybe you. I don't know.
Yeah. Are they available in red? That's a good question.
Oh.
You want a red one? I'll get you a red one. You let me know.
Somebody was paying attention to the show.
Yep. Go to eBay. Do a search for Men Are So Smart hoodie and your size. And they come in all sizes from small all the way to 3X. And they're all the same price. Right there you see it. $40 going by. You can order them a couple of ways. You can order them on eBay if you have an account. Or I need to check that or change that because we're no longer taking money at Dust Erica.
Oh, yeah.
Order yours today to get it before Christmas.
I think it's pretty safe. You can still get it before Christmas of 21.
Guess somebody needs to change that. T-shirts are available. They're $20. The same applies. We got them in all colors. Touch of
Or
gray.
2 for $45 if you want.
Right. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that's about 80% profit for us.
Nice.
3 colors, a touch of gray, a wider shade of male, and men in black.
Yep.
So,
Although I'm pretty sure that you could get it in any color you request.
yeah.
Because Jason got one that was like a army green kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're available in really any color.
Yeah, we can make that happen. Just let us know.
Yeah.
If the hats come out, I want one. I don't think we're going to do hats. I don't see that happening.
We could both use a hat today. Yeah.
You know,
Make
I'm
us more
coming.
attractive women.
Things are all different, all screwed up now, and I'm thinking about cutting my own hair. What difference does it make? It looks horrible.
I cut mine. Yeah, I cut my own hair. I've done it for the last 30 years or so. As probably, it's not a surprise to a lot of people that actually look at my haircut, but I can't even imagine how much money I've saved cutting my own hair because I like it a certain length. I like it not too tall, but not too short. And so I have to cut it like every 5 or 6 days.
David Paisano has a great idea, Ronnie.
Okay.
Buy a MAGA hat, replace 2 letters, and you can make it a M.A.S.S hat.
There we go. That's true. Yeah.
Salty Dog, who we love, says, I've had quite a few people ask me about Men Are So Smart when I wear the hoodie. It does get attention.
There you go. Turn them on.
Yep.
They won't be disappointed.
No shipping in the United States.
No cost shipping.
Oh, right.
It almost sounds like we don't ship to the United States.
Well, we don't. It's out of our hands.
Free shipping within the continental United States.
From now on, Ronnie, that's your job. You mentioned the free shipping.
All right.
All right. We hope that you have a good week, productive week, and we hope you stay safe. Wear your masks when you need to. When you're in the car by yourself, I don't think you need your mask. I don't think I should have to tell you that, but evidently I do. Christine Kenzie says, putting my foot down, I want a hat.
And a little aside, so I am in the city of San Francisco right now, and we went on a long hike yesterday, well over an hour, and we walked through Golden Gate Park, and it was beautiful, and it was very crowded. Every single person, without exception, was wearing a mask. So
this is California.
Yeah. Kudos to San Francisco, though, because I don't even see that where we live in Sacramento. I don't see every person wearing a mask when they're out and about just for a walk. Everybody out for a walk yesterday was wearing a mask. So I applaud you.
All right. You'll notice that we did not really go down the Trump road.
Right.
And, you know, I don't want to say that we want to ignore the elephant in the room, but I think that people are so inundated with that. I know it was world changing. I understand. Ronnie and I both do. What took place at the Capitol. But we didn't want this show to be that this week. We just wanted to do a show, take your mind off of stuff.
Right.
And we hope that we accomplish that today, okay?
Because certainly you can turn on any channel on the TV and you'll have it blasted in your face.
Yeah. And,
So,
you know, you might say to yourself, well, how could you avoid that? Well, believe me, we both have feelings on that. And
Yep.
we could have done a whole hour.
yeah.
But we chose not to. Our show is entertainment based, and so that's what we hope we've done today is entertain you. Hope you have a good day. We got to get out of here.
Adios.
I'm Lou Gallagher.
Drinking. I'm Corvette Ronnie.
Oh, and we'll see you on the very next Men Are So Smart. Bye-bye.
So long, folks.
Trying to read Alex.